Okay, so the question was posed, how do you get a karmic out of your energy? First, let's lay the foundation. What is a karmic? A karmic is someone who is put in your life or you run into on your life journey that is there to teach you a lesson. These are the people that are there for a season, not for a lifetime. And you know that this person or these people are karmics when they don't align with your personal values. You know that they're karmic when they cease to serve your well-being and they're not good for you anymore. Also, their existence in your life is in opposition, direct opposition to what it is that you're trying to achieve. The whole point in running into these people is so that you can acquire a mindset or a skill set or, some type of fortification in your spirit in order to move you to the next level of your journey. So that's a karmic. These are just people that you run into along the journey that are there to help you learn a lesson that you cannot learn on your own, because connections and relationships are another aspect of personal growth. Now let's talk about the energy piece. Okay, so if you have a person that you have spent time with, or y'all had a connection on some level and the connection is over, many times you find yourself disconnected from this person, but they cannot disconnect from you. And usually they can't disconnect from you because you were bringing them some type of value. You were feeding them energy that they cannot create on their own or sustain on their own. Real karmic energies tend to be vampire type of energetics. Typically, not always. Sometimes it's just karmics can be people who can't learn their own lessons. And so you guys kind of separate and you fall apart or you grow apart. Okay. But oftentimes these are people who are succubus. They need to feed off the energy. So if you have come to a place in your journey where it was time to disconnect from this person because they no longer served where you were going in your journey, but they are hanging on to you, and they hang on to you by thinking about you, by talking about you. These are all energetic exchanges that are taking place. And the only way, now this is where self-accountability comes in. The only way that you can feel them stealing your energy is if you have left the door open. And you leave the door open in two ways. The first way is with your thoughts, and the second way is with your emotions. Both ways continue to feed the energetic connection that you say that you're trying to break. Oh, also your actions, of course. Okay, now I'll give you an example of leaving the door open with each of these ways. The first way that you leave the door open with we're going to talk about your emotions first, because that's the easiest. That's the most prevalent way that you leave the door open. When you still have some sense of emotion for that person or the experiences that y'all had in the connection, that's how you leave the door open. If you're still sad about it, if you're still angry about it, if you still feel regretful about it, you are continuing to feed that connection with your emotion, which allows them access to your energy. The fact that you're even frustrated that you can still feel them in your energy is still feeding the connection. What you have to do is, when we talk about your emotions, you have to come to a space and a place in your mind, your heart, and your spirit that you feel nothing. You have to come to a space of neutrality when it comes to this person. And you do this by reverting back to the time and space before you met this person. How did it feel to not know this person? What was it like to not have this person in your life? Or you can try and feel what it feels like to have a space in the current time where this person just doesn't even exist. They don't exist. If something doesn't exist, you can't have an emotion for it. This, of course, takes practice. Another way is to come into full acceptance of what took place, of what happened, what didn't happen. Feel those emotions. Completely feel the emotion of anger, regret, sadness, whatever it is that you feel, frustration, feel it. And then accept the emotion so that the body can process the emotions out so that you can reach a place of neutrality. All right, now let's talk about your actions. Even talking about this person continues to feed the connection. So the more where your attention goes, energy flows. Just remember that. Where your attention goes, energy flows. So if you're talking about this person, you're steady feeding the energetic connection. You have to completely dismiss them from your your existence. Like, they don't exist. Now, the thoughts. This is the last piece. The thoughts, for me, that's where I get hung up. It's the thoughts. So what are you thinking about? What are you thinking? Thinking about this person still feeds the connection. If you acknowledge that they're in your energy, that's you thinking about them. So it continues to feed the energetic connection. You are leaving the door open by even acknowledging that they're in your energy. If it is hard for you to not acknowledge that they're in your energy, what you have to do is, when you think you feel them in your energy, you have to verbally say, you are not allowed in my space. You are not allowed in my energy. And you have to really feel it. You have to feel it in the top of your stomach. You have to feel that. You have to be in agreement with your words. So you say that, and then you place your attention on something or someone else. It's easier to place your attention on someone else, because when you think about someone else, think about a person that makes you happy. It doesn't even have to be a person that actually exists. It could be a person that you feel like you're going to be with in the future, like your future partner or your future friend, because karmics are friends too. Think about the emotions that you would get from a person that you're going to be with, or a person that you enjoy spending time with. Set your intentions on that person. Think about how you feel when you're with them, and almost, little by little, I was going to say almost instantly, but for me it's instantly, because I'm pretty good with the practice. But if this is your first, go at it, it might take some time for your energy to catch up to your thoughts. But the more you think about how good you feel with another person, the more you can release that energetic connection that you have with this person. And over time, when you stop acknowledging that they're even in your energy, and when you put up firm energetic boundaries within your mind, your heart, and your spirit, when they try to access your energy, they will no longer be able to do it. And so the connection will be broken. But it takes time, and it takes practice, and it happens over time. For me, I know an energetic connection is broken when I can't even remember your name anymore. If I can't remember your name, but I can still kind of feel you accessing me, what I'll do is what I just explained to you. I'll say, you're not allowed in my energy, and then I'll just place my attention on something or someone else. And over time, it's like it never happened. We were never connected. I never knew you. I start to forget things about you. Like, it's a process, but it can happen. But you have to do the work inside yourself. Stop acknowledging them. Stop thinking about them. Stop feeling for them. And I'm not sure why I even feel like I have to say this, but cut off all access. Block, blickety block where you can. Feeding karmic connections, or connections that should be over energetically, is definitely a toxic repetitive cycle. If you want to learn more about this, in the upcoming course titled Identifying Toxic Repetitive Cycles, we talk intensely about this. In order to get access to this course, all you got to do is click the link in the bio and click on Identifying Toxic Repetitive Cycles. Hit that like button. Please follow for more, and don't forget to leave a tip by clicking the link in the bio and hitting gifts.